Hi, my name is Ivy Massey, and I'm a student in the Occupational Therapy program at Presbyterian College. I will be giving an overview of the Lawton IADL assessment. So first, what is the Lawton IADL? IADL just stands for Instrumental Activities of Daily Living. This assessment specifically looks at independent living skills that are considered to be more complex than basic activities of daily living. And it helps to identify an individual's level of functioning at the present time, their improvements, or their deterioration over time. It is also widely used to monitor disease progression, evaluate treatment effectiveness, and plan care in community or clinical settings. How is it helpful? It assesses functional status in older adults experiencing a decline in their ability to perform tasks independently within the community due to aging, acute illness, worsening chronic illness, hospitalization. The information this assessment provides can help to determine individualized rehabilitation needs, and its focus is on baseline capabilities to facilitate early recognition of changes that may indicate a need for additional resources or a medical workup. There are 8 domains of function measured within this assessment, including the ability to use a phone, shopping, food prep, housekeeping, laundry, mode of transportation, responsibility with meds, and the ability to handle finances. A score ranges from 0 to 8, 0 meaning an individual with low functioning and more dependent, and then 8 meaning an individual with high functioning and it is independent. Here, for an example, is a blank copy of the Lawton. You can see each domain is broken up into boxes ranging from A to H. So an example of how to score, if you look at E for laundry, there are 3 statements for scoring. So through your interview with the client, based on their response, you would do the corresponding number or score for that. So if they're able to do laundry completely on their own, it'd be a 1 and you'd circle that. Or let's say they're not able to do laundry at all and they depend on others for that, they would get a 0. You do that for each section and then score at the bottom to get your range from 0 to 8. So there's high inter-rater reliability among health professionals, showing an ICC of 0.85, a moderate test-retest reliability of 0.75, and good internal consistency with Cronbach's alpha of 0.9. Construct validity has a moderate positive correlation between the Lawton IADL and the physical maintenance scale and the mental status questionnaire, showing a Pearson R from 0.48 to 0.61. So the strengths of this assessment include being easy to administer, it's self-reported information that's necessary for the individual to live in the community. It only takes 10 to 15 minutes to administer, and deficits found help to plan a safe discharge for the patient. Limitations include self-report rather than demonstration, so you are going based off of what they believe their abilities are, which could lead to an overestimation or underestimation of their abilities. And also, it may not be sensitive to detect small incremental changes in an individual's function. So moving on to the ICE video, just some fast facts about the video. She had a total hip replacement. She will live on the first floor of her home for as long as she needs to, has a walker, understands her hip precautions. She's oriented ×4 from what I observed, able to complete physical therapy exercises, has a bedside commode at home, and only requires contact guard assist with her walker when walking. So here is the filled out form for Carlin based on her ICE video. And when I scored this, I went from a point of view of her after just discharge in her home on the first floor. So based on her orientation being oriented times 4 and not having any issues with her upper body functioning, I gave her a 1 for using a telephone. Shopping, I did needs to be accompanied on any shopping trip for the time being as she recovers, due to her decreased ability to travel and walk around and needing help with a walker, and also her decreased endurance. Food prep, I did for the time being needs to have meals prepared and served, basing this on her statement of using her bedside commode for getting up so that it's close by and not being able to go far distances. Housekeeping, I said that she'd be able to perform light daily tasks, but cannot maintain acceptable level of cleanliness until fully recovered, with her limited ability to hold her endurance long enough to complete like housekeeping. For laundry, I did done by others, as she will be not necessarily on bed rest, like she'll be moving around, but I am just assuming at the moment she wouldn't be. Plus, you have to take into consideration her hip precautions and bending down to pick up laundry and put in the washing machine just wouldn't be the best idea. And then mode of transportation, I gave her 1 for this. Travels independently on public transportation or drives own car, assuming that she does have family that's going to help her. And she did state that in the first video, I believe. Responsibility for all medications, a 1. Again, she is cognitively intact and able to function in that way. And then also 1 for handling finances. So after filling in each domain, on the left side, she got a 2. On the right side, she got a 3, totaling a score of 5 for the time being. And then for future assessments, giving this assessment again as she gets through recovery and regains that independence back, you would hope to see her score improve. So yeah, and here are my references, and thank you for listening.